So welcome back to the channel everyone, and welcome to a new video. And in today's video I want to talk to you about the gear changes that I did over the past year. I made a kind of similar video over what I changed in 2023, and that got a lot of positive reactions, so I thought maybe it's nice to share with you what I changed over the past year and why I did it, why I used that stuff, why I made the decision for that particular thing. So yeah, that's what I want to show you in this video. So just to start out with something that I replaced over 2024, it's my microphone that I'm also using right now. This is the third microphone. They tend to break down actually pretty fast, so I don't have a decent alternative for it. It's the same for the DJI Osmo Pocket 2 that I'm recording on right now. This is my third Osmo Pocket in 3 years on YouTube. So a set of cameras and microphones lasts for about a year. Maybe I'm a bit sloppy with that stuff, that it breaks down too early, but I actually don't think so. I think there should be some quality improvements, especially in a camera like this. I can go for the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, of course, but I haven't really decided if I want to buy that. So I'm first going to wear down this Osmo Pocket 2. That works pretty nicely for me until now. One thing that I bought is this power bank from, I don't know, Ulanzi. It's just a brand. I just picked out one that was quite small. This one had a little tripod on it, which I liked, so I can put the Osmo Pocket on top here and I can attach the wire so I can charge it. Meanwhile I can record it, so I can just put this on the ground somewhere to record myself. And I especially bought it when I went to Sweden, because I just knew it was going to be very cold there and batteries wore down very quickly, so I needed some more power bank. So I already had one, but I bought an additional one and I needed it because this Osmo Pocket really drains fast on battery capacity when it comes down to colder temperatures. Last weekend I was in Belgium. It was about -5 degrees or something like that, and I used both my power banks for I think material for 2 videos. So these things really need some battery life, so that's why I'm always carrying some power banks here. I'm actually gonna put a list underneath this video with all the stuff that I use, and you can find it down there. One thing that I got sponsored this year, and it really saved a couple of my trips, and I just used it out of pure frustration, was this Flextail tiny repeller. You know, it's an insect repeller, and I was a little bit skeptic about it. Is it going to work or not? But it really worked, and it really saved my ass in a couple of photo shoots. And I was out with a couple of other people sometimes, and I was using this thing, but when I walked away from the other people, the bugs immediately attacked my friends and they stayed away from me. So this thing really works, and I think I can fairly say that over the past year, since I used this device, I had 0 mosquito bites, you know, and that is an absolute record. Last year I was eaten alive at some locations, and also now there were so much mosquitoes. But yeah, it's an absolute amazing device. So if you are interested in this, there's a link underneath this video, a little affiliate link, so I think you get a little bit of discount and I get a little bit support from this brand. And yeah, I'm convinced that this is working, so this was a really nice thing to add. Then I added a couple of filters, camera filters. This one is from KASE. This is my circular polarizer, and I wanted some really big ones that I could screw on the biggest lens that I own. So this is a 95mm circular polarizer from the Revolution kit. Let's have a look. Is it on here? It's a Revolution CPL 95mm. Really love that thing. And I also have a same here with a ND1000 filter. It's also from KASE Revolution, the magnetic system. So this is the 95mm ND1000, so a 10 stopper, big stopper, really useful when you want to take some long exposures. And I always try to buy those things for the biggest lenses that I own, and then I use adapters to attach them to smaller lenses. So you can see there's one of those adapters on the back here that makes it from 72 to 95. So with this adapter I can use it on my 40 to 150. But really useful, and it saves a lot of money when you do it like this, because you only have to buy one filter, only have to take one filter, and then just a couple of those really, yeah, how do you say it? Those really cheap adapters that you can change the sizes for. Yeah, then kind of a new thing that I just added. I bought it over Black Friday at the end of November, and I haven't really used it yet, but this is a new video camera I want to I'm always trying to improve my videos on location to make it much more enjoyable for you to watch them, and I hope this is going to be one of those things that's going to help me with that. So it has an invisible selfie stick to it, so I can really make it a very long stick. I think it goes out to 1.5 meters or something like that. The bottom is actually a tripod, so I can put it down on the ground and just walk around with it. It's pretty light, so I'm pretty happy with this, and it's waterproof, so I can take it anywhere. And what's actually kind of nice is that you can detach this little front camera here, and it's magnetic, and there's a little magnet with it that you can put underneath your jacket, and you can just attach this to your jacket or to your backpack or to anything, and it's a really strong magnet. And I met one of their salesmen during an event this year, and he showed me he was just trying to throw it off, the thing that he got it attached to, but it just didn't go off. So I was really surprised by this, and it films 4K 60 frames per second, I believe. So just what I do with all my other video gear. Yeah, it's just a really nice addition, and it's not for anything else. It doesn't have any other purpose than just to film B-roll for the videos. So hopefully I can do a little bit more of that in 2024 and make a little bit more clips about myself in using the camera. So I don't have that with me, but I also bought a little polarizer for my Osmo Pocket 2 here. It's somewhere downstairs in my bag, but why I bought that is sometimes I try to film the back of the camera and then the reflections of the screen ruin it. So with that polarizer I can kill that reflection, so I can show you better what I'm trying to photograph there. So just a little tiny thing, but it makes a massive difference in the viewability of the videos for you watching this. Then a major change in 2025 is the SYSTEM HLD-10 It arrived in the end of January, so just too late for my Sweden trip, but I am really enjoying this thing to the fullest. So I love the OM1, but the Mark II just has a couple of new features, but overall I'm still really in love with this camera, and especially those 14-bit high-res shots, absolutely fantastic. So yeah, that's probably the most changed thing in 2025. What's also attached to this, which is new, is my L bracket. Yes, I've decided to buy an L bracket. So this is one from the three-legged thing Ollie, I believe. It wasn't that expensive, but really nice thing. It fits nicely to the camera, and you can also attach something here that you can wear it on one side of your neck strap. But yeah, I'm just testing it right now. I've bought it on Black Friday this year, and I only done 2 photography trips since then. So yeah, I'm still testing it out, but until now I'm quite positive about it. So yeah, that's about it for the camera. Yeah, another thing that you've probably seen in 2024 is this white beast. It's still not mine, but I'm still using it. I'm having it on loan, and I'm really thankful for SYSTEM to support me with this, loaning me this lens. So it's actually the second one. I had to send one back, and you can only lend it for a certain amount of time and then you have to return it, and it has everything to do with taxes and all that stuff. So yeah, so fantastic lens, absolutely fantastic, and I'm still allowed to use it in the first months of 2025. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. So one other thing that I replaced actually is my backpack. I had one from OM System or Olympus self, the CBG-12, but I got stuck on a branch of a tree somewhere during the summer, and one of the belts was ripped out of the backpack. So I went to a repair store here. They tried to repair it, but unfortunately it broke again in early November. So during one of the events that I joined for OM System, I was just looking at this thing, and this is a think tank bag, and it's a backlight 36L, and luckily I didn't have much demands for a backpack. You know, it just has to be big, it has to withstand the rain, it has to carry all my stuff, it has to carry a laptop, yeah, but more, I wanted it to be backlit, so I actually had a lot of demands for a backpack, and I was looking at it for a couple of times, but eventually I found this thing, which is enormous. You know, it's a think tank indeed, but I'm pretty happy with this thing until now. It's just comfortable to wear. There's lots of space in it, so let's try to show you here on the camera. You know, it can take everything that I want, and even there is some space over for when I'm doing a trip out of sight of the Netherlands and I want to take my drone, for example. So there's enough space here for the big wide camera, 3 other lenses and a drone if I would want to, and it would still fit in the hand baggage of an airplane, including laptop and all that stuff. So yeah, that was a really nice thing, bought with my own money, so that's something that I want to state here. So I didn't get the backpack, I just bought it myself. So one thing that I didn't buy myself is these photography gloves from Vallaret. I got these sponsored by them to show on the channel. They wanted me to test them out and give my honest opinion about them, and I have to say these are by far the best photography gloves that I have ever used. In fact, they are the best gloves that I have used in general. You know, the material is just absolutely really comfortable. You can get your fingers through them to use it on the camera. They are warm, they're comfortable, very nice materials. And you can even add some heat pads in them. They have a little zipper here on the side where you can add those pads in, so your hands will stay warm. Yeah, they're just absolutely fantastic. And I actually had 2 of them. So this is the Tinden version, which I used for the Sweden trip. You know, it was really cold there, so I really needed these very warm gloves. But for here in the Netherlands during spring and autumn and all that stuff, those early mornings, I used these Urbex versions. Still very nice material, just warm enough for those early summer mornings and spring mornings. And it's the same idea, you can just put your fingers through it to use them. So, and recently I noticed that in the Netherlands, when it was actually really cold in the winter times, those Tindens were still a bit too warm for me. I really got a bit of sweaty hands there. So I decided to invest in some new ones. So this is the Markov version, and this is kind of like in between the Tinden and the Urbex, but still it's the same material, just really comfortable. Yeah, everything you want in a glove is in here. So if you're interested in the Vallaret photography gloves, then have a look underneath this video. There's a little discount code, and if you use the link, you will also support this channel. So it's massively appreciated. So one of the biggest investments that I did over 2024 is actually this big beast over here, my P1000 professional photo printer. This thing is able to print up to A2 size images, which is absolutely fantastic, and it can also handle these fine art structured papers. That's really beautiful. So I think the biggest investment that I did in 2025 was this thing. And with it comes a lot of paper. You know, I have to have A2, A3, A4 size prints. For example, here, this little box, it's actually filled with new ink, new cartridges, because the new, when you buy the printer new, I think you get half filled cartridges, so they're almost done at this stage. But this little box here contains 600 euros of ink. 600 euros, so that's a pretty big investment for this printer, and hopefully I'm gonna get a little bit of that back with selling prints. So if you're interested in one of my prints, just go to my web shop. There's a link underneath here, and I'm selling a lot of prints, so hopefully that will continue to grow in 2025. So yeah, fantastic piece of equipment. So one more thing that I changed over the past year is I actually bought a license for Adobe InDesign. And that's actually a program that you can use to, for example, develop a calendar like I did in 24, the calendar for this year. So if you're still interested in the calendar, then this one, there's a link underneath this video. I still have a few left that I can sell out, and I made the price a little bit cheaper just because it's arriving later in the year now. So maybe if you're interested in that, then look in my web shop. And Adobe InDesign is also a program that I'm using to write my book, for example. So I'm really new to that material, so it's really looking onto YouTube for me, tutorials, watching how can I do this, how can I do stuff. I just want to do it all myself, and maybe I'm a little bit crazy about stuff like that, but I just like to do it. You know, if I want to make a book, I want to make it myself, and I don't want anyone else to write it or to choose the images or the stuff. I don't want a book with only images in it. I want a book that tells a story about me, about my choices, about my life story, and hopefully when someone reads it, they get this inspiration, not only by looking at the images, but also about the story behind it. So that's what I'm busy with in this year. So I think that's it. I think I covered most of the new materials that I'm using in that I've used over 2024. I have no plans at the moment to replace anything or to buy anything new. So there is one thing actually, but that's on the camera here. Maybe you've noticed, but this is the 8-25 f4 lens. I actually wanted to buy it at the end of this year, but from OM System they said, well, do you want to land one first for about 3 months so you can test it out? So this is a loan version, but I'm already really convinced by this lens. So I'm probably gonna end up buying this one when there is a good discount this year. So that's the only thing that's actually on my list for something that I really want to buy or in 2025. So yeah, I think that covers all the stuff that I changed over 2024. And yeah, I think that makes an end to this video. So I hope you like this little look in the store about why I buy things and why I use things. And a lot of things for me are not even photography related, but more to producing a YouTube video or running a company like the printer here. But they are in some kind all, how do you say it? Attached to this channel, to the work that I do. And yeah, I'm still really happy for all your support. Without your support, I wasn't able to run a photography company like this, and I never thought it would grow this big, and I said that in last week's video. So I really appreciate all your support, all your likes, all your subscriptions. You know, fantastic. So thank you for that, and hopefully you will stay with this channel and grow further with me, and yeah, we will see where this is going to end. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like I said, if you like the video, then please push that thumbs up button. You will massively help this channel to grow. And there is a subscribe button underneath this video. Leave a comment about the gear that you are using over this year that you recommend to others. You know, this is a social media, so if you have tips for other people watching, maybe they'll read in the comments. So let me know what you are using, why you are using it, why you made that choice. Yeah, fantastic. So hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching again. Bye bye.